Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Knight. How are you guys? How is everyone doing today? I've decided that because we've been playing a lot of various different things on stream. Obviously, yesterday we played two kind of crazy memes or whatever. But today I decided, hey, it's been a while since we've cast some Tarmogoyfs and some Thoughtseizes and Liliana of the Veil and all that kind of stuff, and it's been some time since I've done it in paper as well, so I figured, why not come back to this and do this today? So I'm quite excited to do this and play some sort of crappy mid-range decks. So the list you are seeing in front of you here is sort of an amalgamation of myself, of my own at least. Essentially, it's just Jund, but with the 25th land. And we've dropped a couple of different things. We dropped the Dark Confidants. We've dropped a couple of the smaller removal spells and stuff. We've added 4 Assassin's Trophies, because this card's stupid. We have a couple Grim Flayers to just help us lock down the board, as well as our obvious like Tarmogoyfs. And then we have, Liliana of the Veil and Bloodbraid Elf and everything. But I'm splashing white. And the reason for that is because right now Abzan is a little bit better than Jund. But what Abzan lacks is the fact that it doesn't necessarily have great reach. It doesn't have things like Bloodbraid Elf to just be this cascading target that is super crazy at the top end. It doesn't have powerful sideboard cards like Alpine Moon and Ancient Grudge. And it can't do any of those things, and it can't bolt its opponent. So we have decided to basically take Abzan and add red versus taking Jund and adding white. Because we have the Lingering Souls package, 3 in the main, 1 in the board. We have Kitchen Finks, and we have 2 Stony Silences because this card is just really powerful in Modern right now. So it's a good sideboard card. But we get to sort of have best of both worlds. So I have only played this in paper once, and it didn't have Assassin's Trophies, obviously, because it's been a couple months since then. And so I'm not really sure exactly how this is going to shake out. I've adjusted the list a little bit since I played it in paper. Last time I wanted an extra land, so I added another land. And I fixed up the sideboard a little bit, although it's kind of sitting around the same place. I think I only changed 1 card or so. But we're going to go ahead and jump into a league here with this because I'm fairly excited to play this again. I'm excited to be playing crappy mid-range decks once more. So look at that. 0-5 with that list last night. I gotta say, blue-green Scapeshift Mill was really bad. It was trying too hard to be multiple different decks. If you haven't watched this stream yet, it's on YouTube now. Go watch it because it's awesome. It was very hilarious. I even had the win in hand. I cast Scapeshift with the Hedron Crab in play to kill my opponent. Sacrificed all my lands, and because of the way that Mitgo works when you're casting Scapeshift, we just clicked through the phase of getting lands out of our deck. So hopefully today I don't make any stupid mistakes like that. I played Jund a few weeks ago, and I made a stupid mistake with that as well. I'm going to just try and take it a little bit slower this time. I'm going to try and talk through my moves. Hopefully still, continue to talk to chat and everything, and keep it going. So, okay, so this hand is not very good. My only land is a Plains, which is probably one of the worst lands in the deck, to be honest. There's no basic mountain, we just have 1 basic Plains, and it doesn't cast a single spell in our hand, so we're going to mulligan down to 6. We are going to mulligan down to 5. We're going to have to keep this one. We're going to keep that on top. My gosh, that was not good. Started off strong today. Mulligan down to 5, keep a 1-lander. No early interaction or hand attack or anything. Okay, Bauble plus Bloodstained Mire could mean a couple of different things, but that usually means Grixis Death Shadow. Especially, yeah, since they were doing it, they looked at their own card to see if they wanted it. Faithful Suiting, yep. So this is probably card for card the Ben Friedman list, or at least very close. I've played this a couple times. I've never played it on stream, but I've definitely played it a few times. And I like this deck. This deck is pretty fun. It kind of aggroes out a Gurmag Angler, so which our Assassin's Trophies are likely to be very good against. Alright, so no first turn hand attack from our opponent could mean a number of things. But it also could just be, yep, they're going to do it now. So we're going to go ahead and yield through this turn. They're probably not going to be super happy about our hand, as double Assassin's Trophy is really bad for their threat that they're likely to play. Tarmogoyf is really hard for them to deal with a lot of the time, especially since they've already made it a 4/5. And they're going to take one of the Tarmogoyfs, which means they probably can't handle too many of them, which sounds really good to me. So I'm going to play this. I'm going to crack this for white, black, and we're going to play out the other Tarmogoyf. So this Verdant Catacombs here will be able to get us access to our fourth color. As of right now, though, we're sitting at our main 3 in table with 2 lands, which is kind of what this deck wants to do. So one thing about this land in the mana base in this deck and the way that it was designed is that it's set up a lot like the Traverse Shadow lists, where almost every land, minus the 2 basics, because there's 1 forest and 1 plains. So minus the 1 forest and the 1 plains in the mana base, everything can be fetched with our shocks or our fetches, because all of our shock lands are black, I think, minus 1 Sacred Foundry. I just wanted an extra red source, and I didn't want to play a basic mountain, essentially, is what it comes down to. So I should probably cut them off of red. They missed a land drop, and they don't usually play mountains. So during their draw step, we're going to Assassin's Trophy their land. And the reason we're doing this is because they usually don't play mountains. They usually have a swamp and an island. And so cutting them on red is going to stop them from further Faithless Lootings. It's going to stop them from Temur Battle Rage down the line, etc., etc. The one thing that this does suck to is if they have a Stubborn Denial. But we're going to have to fight through that eventually anyway. And I'd rather do it now where they can soft stub my Assassin's Trophy and be down a mana this turn, versus letting them have it when they have a threat in play that just makes it a hard counter, or a negate at least. They're paying costs of something. Snapcaster Mage, sure. So they're probably going to target Thoughtscour, is my guess. Thoughtseize, sure. They're going to take the other Assassin's Trophy out of my hand. And they're going to go get their swamp, and then they're going to Thoughtseize me. There's not much they can do there, or we can do there, so. Yep. Down goes my Assassin's Trophy. The other thing about this deck is that it's sort of set up. We just look like a mid-range deck. That was a good draw. We just look like an Abzan mid-range deck. So I would like to do this again. Are you okay with that? This being an instant is the dumbest thing about this card. Excuse me. They hit their third land finally. Come on, Bloodbraid. Nope. I could die here. Well, nope, just taking a bunch of damage. Grim Flayer. Well, that isn't a super big boy yet. My consensus on Trophy so far is that the card is stupidly overpowered. I think it's very, very good. Sorry, Arm the Sharks, I didn't see your thing there until just now. Oh, I'm super dead, huh? No, I can block this. I take 2 down to 4, I guess. I really like Assassin's Trophy. Being able to cast 3 of them this game has been kind of nuts. Being able to hit the lands is kind of a big deal. Dismember. Okay, now I'm dead. You got me. But yeah, I really like it. I think it's very good. So we bring in extra Lingering Souls, an extra Fatal Push. I don't really like Collective Brutality or Stony Silence, obviously. Fulminator's okay. I don't really like Grim Flayer as much. I think Grim Flayer might be just too bad for this deck. That's my takeaway from this. This is probably fine, though. I probably don't want this Siege Rhino, to be honest. I want this Maelstrom Pulse instead. Or, I'm on the play. So, I probably want the Rhino just to keep pressure down, but the problem is... Okay, so this hand is significantly better than having a mulligan to 5. We fought through a lot that last game. Let's go after their hand. Let's see what they've got. Anything sweet? Okay, so a soft stub can come down. Other hand's just all the things. I think I take the Inquisition. Protect my hand, specifically my Liliana, because it's so valuable in this matchup. They've got quite a lot of things. They're likely just a Street Wraith. Yep, there's one. Let's just auto-yield through this turn. Not doing anything. But yeah, I like Assassin's Trophy. You should play it in your Green-Black X decks, I think. I think it replaces Abrupt Decay really well. Which is something that I guess we didn't necessarily... Oh, geez, sure. which is not necessarily something that we needed. But like just all around removal, especially for like the Tron matchups and stuff, is just super important. So, yep. I don't remember if there's a Temple Garden in this deck. I think there is. No, it's just the Sacred Foundry, I think, is the extra one. 4-color Traverse Shadow. Yeah, 4-color Traverse Shadow seems sweet, actually. Ooh, they're only on 1 land, huh? I like the sound of that. Let's see, probably Godless Shrine? Yeah, killing Teferi is really good. I honestly, as one, there's like so very few cards that I just hate with a burning passion, and I think Teferi is absolutely one of them. I just like hate fighting through Teferi. It sucks. Oh yeah, no, Nightbot doesn't like that apparently. I need to turn that off. Not Nightbot, but just like specifically that rule, because I like deck lists. I just haven't gotten around to it, so I apologize. Did I just get a forest? Does it matter? My life total is probably going to matter at some point, but just going to souls here and continue blocking this Tasigur. I didn't see exactly. Did they? They have not cast this. They have not cast this. They have not cast this. So they have 6 cards in hand, and we know 3 of them. Oop, that's exiled. I need this. Well, why don't we look at the rest of them? That works too. Soft stub it? Oh no, that's full stub. Yeah, sure. I will play a big boy Tarmogoyf. And then I'll just conserve my life total. That 1 point of damage right here is not going to matter. Chip damage against the Death Shadow deck is never good. So I'm going to leave this Lingering Souls back to play around a removal spell for this Tasigur. Ah, see? Just like that. That one's pretty good. Thoughtseize me? Yeah. I assume you just take Fatal Push here. Taking Lingering Souls doesn't really do anything for you. I'd really love for a couple of my top ends. Wow, okay. Interesting. Just taking the front half of a Lingering Souls, I guess. Crack this at end of turn. Grab myself a second green source. Probably. Ugh. Gosh. Now this chip damage should start to matter. Thought Scour target themselves. Sure. Draw land? Doesn't look like it. I sure am, though. There's the second land. But I mean, Death Shadow coming down doesn't do anything. Paying costs. Gurmag Angler, that's a big boy. Alright. That's not good for me. Anything that is good. Okay. That I can handle. Have fun. I'll see you later, man. I didn't get a tag in Discord, I don't think. Just to clarify.
Nice.
Oh, they have a stub. Of course they do. Man, drawing all the lands. This is what I was afraid of with adding the 25th land. I had the same problem in Jund. Like, I felt like I just never needed the 25th land, and then I decided to try it because everybody else was on it. And then I just couldn't handle the 25th land because we always drew an extra land when we didn't need it. I would like to go first. Jeez. See, this is that problem that we keep talking about. I've had this problem all day too, where I will sit down with a deck that has a decent number of lands, not draw enough or draw far too many, and never a decent middle ground. Yeah, this hand's fine. My opponent also mulligans, so that's good, I guess. Does this burn? No. Okay. I have a 0/1. Ooh, okay. Is this green devotion or red-green devotion? Bolt my dude, sure. Should I just give him the Rude Awakening? Is that worth it? I think it is. Plus, it makes me feel good on the inside. And it makes my potential goifs a lot bigger, too. There's another one, sure. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Thoughtseize, perfect. Oh, it's this deck, huh? Okay. Interesting. Sure. My opponent must have missed too many land drops, I guess. So, against the deck that's trying to ramp into a bunch of bigger things, I actually like bringing in Ancient Grudge. Alpine Moon doesn't do anything. These Fatal Pushes don't do anything. Stony Silence is very good. I don't think Fulminator is going to do a whole lot. Maelstrom Pulse, maybe, just to deal with those things. Engineered, maybe? I don't know. That seems kind of loose. This Nihil Spellbomb might be not enough. I don't know what graveyard interaction they do. Probably not enough, to be honest. I think I'm just going to cut a bolt. Probably cut 2 bolts. Because I need to keep my threats in, so like the Grim Flayers and Bloodbraids and obviously all that stuff need to stay in because I need to be able to clock my opponent. Okay, so this hand is a little slow, but it will get there. That was a good draw. Sure. Let's get my threat into play. Tormenting Voice, sure. Roast. Yep, he dies. Let me see what you got, opponent. Stone Rain, Orbs of Warding, Everflowing Chalice, Wildfire. So next turn you have access to 4 mana. You're probably just going to either cast this for 2. If you draw a land, you can cast this for 2 and then cast Stone Rain. I don't really like Stone Rain. Although you can't cut me off of a color. So this is going to shut off my Lingering Souls. Wildfire is your kind of big payoff, though. But it doesn't kill my Siege Rhino. I'm going to take the Orbs of Warding. Which sounds really weird, but that's what I'm going to do. Paying costs. 4 for the Everflowing Chalice. Sure. Stone Rain me. That sucks, but it's something we gotta handle. Stony Silence. That'd be a lot better if I could play it. Goggles, sure. Oh boy. White land, please? Oh, man. Oh, I shouldn't have played that. That was really dumb of me. Yep. I don't know if I can win from this because they still have a bunch. Yeah. Not having white mana there for the Stony Silence or for Siege Rhino or pretty much anything just kind of sucked. I think I want Engineered Explosives now. What becomes worse? Because Bolt still. I think Bolt's really bad. Jeez. Alright. Sitting here waiting, I guess. I would like to go first. This hand is very keepable. Let's get Godless Shrine. And then we'll get Overgrown Tomb with the Marsh Flats. Or, yeah, we still want to do that. Well, we could just get Blood Crypt. Because we have the green with the Treetop Village. That sets us up with all of our mana. I actually like that better. Yeah, Mind Stone is probably a lot less valuable. There's a Chandra, sure. Yep. You can get a mountain. So I'm kind of just flying through this a little bit, and I apologize because I'm not super commentating on it, and I really should be. So the biggest problem with my opponent's game plan here is to try and, well, apparently try and cut me off of colors, which is going to turn out really bad for you. Because green really isn't as, I mean, that does suck. But right now I can just cut them on, like, lands and such. But I've pretty much got the ability to win in play. So I'm just sitting here swinging with my Siege Rhino over and over again. And if they Wildfire next turn, then what? If they Wildfire next turn, if they go land Wildfire, I lose all my lands. They lose down to 1, but they still can't cast anything. They still can't use this. And I get a card out of their hand. However, if I Ultimate Lily right now, take out 2 of their lands, then they can't Wildfire me next turn. I continue to attack them. That leaves me with an Assassin's Trophy in hand, 3 lands in play. I think I like just ultimating a Lily here. It stops them from wildfiring. They can still Stone Rain me, but that doesn't kill my Siege Rhino. Alright, there we go. Playing against some weird mono red deck that casts a bunch of mana rocks and then Wildfire. Okay, this hand is good. I like this one. This just looks like a Jund hand, to be honest. Oh, humans. Okay, so humans has a problem if they stumble, and they will start stumbling pretty quick. So we're going to take the Noble Hierarch. They're going to play champion. We can bolt the champion. So if they have... Oh, they have Mayor. That's interesting. I haven't seen that one in a humans list in a while. If they go... They have one unknown in hand. So they have essentially 2 draw steps to have drawn a second land. If I play like Tarmogoyf or something this turn. Playing Tarmogoyf is going to prevent them from attacking through it. If I play Grim Flayer, I can set up my next draws. I think I just like playing Tarmogoyf, actually. Yep. Play Goyf. And because they can't really double threat this turn. They could play 1 threat though. They're gonna play Thalia's Lieutenant, it looks like. Yeah, so now they have a 3/3. They're not gonna attack into me though. That seems poor on their part. And they still have Meddling Mage. Oh, come on. You didn't want to attack enemy? Why not? Okay. That's good. Let's bolt this guy. Play a land. Yep. Now my opponent's very confused, huh? Oops. Oh my god, I'm so terrible. I'm just like misclicking all over the place. So now they're likely going to just like... If they have a land, they could drop Mantis Rider, but Mantis Rider seems poor. They have it. They're going for the Mantis Rider, I guess? Or are they going for Meddling Mage? Nope, Mantis Rider. Yep. Swinging for 5. Yeah, I go to 10. Perfect. So... I should probably Assassin's Trophy, swing in to set up my next few draws, play another Grim Flayer. Hopefully make Grim Flayer big first. So hit this. Oh, I can't do both. Yeah, that's fine. Attack with Grim Flayer. So I do not need that. Okay. Top. So then I draw Bloodbraid, and then I'll Bloodbraid into Liliana. Minus onto that. Or whatever spell they play here. They're probably going to play the Mayor. Yep, there's the Mayor. So now they have a 3/3. That still isn't big enough. Or they have a 4/4, excuse me. So, what? Oh, another Lieutenant. Ew, that's not good. That's a lot of damage. I didn't think about this giving +1/+1 either. Oh boy. That's big. Why did I just click through that? God, I hate this interface. Every time. Oh, I'm so stupid. It just... And that may have just cost me the game. Just that. Can't kill everything. But I need to kill that thing, so. Of course I drew the Assassin's Trophy. I always make stupid mistakes like that. So I don't like the interface, so I just think I'm like, oh, it's asking me if I want to cast it or whatever. Well, that's this game, I guess. I don't think I can win through all that stuff. As it turns out, 2 blockers doesn't do enough. Well, against humans, basically, that. Let's see. Drop one of these. Drop the Thoughtseizes. Drop. Let's see. On the play, I probably can't be dirtling around with the Siege Rhino. Actually, let's drop that and keep the Siege Rhino in play. Just because the life gain might be relevant. I would like to play first. I would not like to keep this hand. Jesus. Alright, sure. This one's keepable. How's everyone else doing today? Are you guys doing better than me? I'm having a bad day. I keep making stupid, silly moto mistakes. Just moto things. Oh, that's a hand. It's a little slow, though. I think I just take the Mantis Rider. It poses the biggest threat, I think. But like I was saying, how is everyone else? Better? Hopefully. They drew champion, sure. Too much rain? It's a lot of rain. It's been a lot of rain recently. It's ridiculous. Actually, I think I just do this when they cast their lieutenant. Freebooter. That's not very nice, opponent. They have an island, I assume. They usually do. Yep. They didn't draw it. Dang it. Well, this Lingering Souls is going to get rid of this freebooter. So that's fine. Or the Assassin's Trophy will. Lieutenant, probably. Bugler. Not what I wanted. Well, I'm sitting here dying to humans a bunch, so that sucks. But hopefully, since some of you have said that maybe it's too much rain, and that's definitely true. It's been raining a lot, especially where I am, at least. I would like to thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't yet, please hit the follow button. And if you have already hit the follow button, that's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. Name Liliana of the Veil make me cry a little bit because you know I haven't. The other thing I wanted to say is if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel, which you can find a link right below the stream for that. And if you are on YouTube in the future, then you can totally follow me on Twitch if you aren't already, and I really appreciate that as well. Getting more followers is going to mean that I can start doing this a lot more often, which is something I really want. That is another Lingering Souls. I actually kind of like that, yeah. So, yes, please follow me. Please subscribe to me. Please do all the things. Don't stalk me, but, like, basically do all the other things that stalkers usually do. Okay, drawing a card with Horizon Canopy. That's a good start. I'd really love to draw, like, Damnation. I think that would be awesome. Yeah, I'm on full chump plan, that's for sure. Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh my god, another Lily that doesn't really do anything for me. Cast this Lingering Souls, this Lingering Souls. Go. You sure you don't want to attack with that one? I'd be way happier if you did. And there's no reason not to triple block this thing, right? Or triple block this one and just kill it. I think I kind of like that. They don't have any flash humans. Oh no, they do. They have Izzet Staticaster. I think I'm losing to Izzet Staticaster anyway, so I should probably triple block this idiot. And if they have an Izzet Staticaster, they definitely would have cast it by now. For sure. Damnation. Nope. Let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I am dead. Super dead, opponent. Man. I think there was maybe a better way to play that. I know that my deck has a little bit of a crimp on 1 mana removal, which really kind of hinders the humans matchup. And that really sucks. So. Yeah, let's jump in here. Sweet. Playing some really bad mid-range decks. Thank you guys for hanging out, and if you're just joining me, my name is Knight of St. Traft. I am a Twitch streamer here. I Twitch stream Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday evenings, roughly 4 to 8 cornfield time, if you wish, as the people over in Hogland say. I am usually playing a lot of sweet different decks. Every Monday I play some kind of crazy, wacky meme sort of decks, and we kind of run back new or different decks every week if they don't do decent enough. And then the rest of the week it kind of varies based on whatever I feel like playing, honestly. Or if someone asks me to do something, I always play it then too. This looks like 4-color shadow, right? Oh no, this could be Hollow One. This could... Yeah, this is Hollow One. Weaponized variants. Well, this main board Nihil Spellbomb is going to be really good. If I draw it. I have to draw it. That's the biggest issue. Although, they have a really... I was going to say they have a really hard time with a resolved Tarmogoyf. I don't think it matters now, to be honest. And I'm fairly upset. I hate Burning Inquiry. Oh man, just so much. So much hatred for Burning Inquiry. Just why? Ugh. Oh my god, just so upset right now. This is like single-handedly the reason why I hate Hollow One. I do not care about the rest of the deck. Honestly, if this card said only you draw 3 at random and then discard, or draw 3 and then discard 3 at random, I would be totally fine with this deck. I would not care about it. It would just not be a problem for me. But like the fact that it doesn't say that is so aggravating. Like I just hate playing against this. Ugh. Yeah, they have to attack, bud. And I'm just drawing every land under the sun. I don't think Thoughtseizing them really matters. I guess I'll take Goblin Lore. That's pretty good. Oh boy. Yep. I mean, how easy is it to fight through, like, Burning Inquiry, keep all the lands in your hand? I've died to that card a couple of times before. Like, the exact same style, too. Just, opponent casts Burning Inquiry, and I lose all my lands, or I keep all my lands, and I die. So... I don't really think it matters what I'm doing right now. I think I'm just super dead. I can't block this. It's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's exact. Yeah, I'm dead. Sweet! Awesome. Okay. So, Pulse, Finks, Fatal Push... I like bringing in an Ancient Grudge. Damnation. Okay, so cards that are really bad against them. I don't like Thoughtseize. Bolt's okay. Obviously, I'm going to keep the Nihil Spellbomb. I don't like having Grim Flayer. Lingering Souls probably loses a little bit of its value. Same with... I'm just going to cut a Bloodbraid while I'm bringing in this Damnation. This hand is good. This hand is totally fine. I'll take it. God, what was that? Hollow One, Street Race, 2 lands. So they're playing a Hollow One on turn 2, or turn 1. 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. I can just yield to this turn. Not doing anything this turn. Play Hollow One. Please don't play a second Hollow One. That's going to be the worst. That sucks. Well, it's actually not that bad, because if they take Ancient Grudge, I can still hit their Hollow One with it. Yep. Out of here. So they have 3 unknowns plus a Bloodstained Mire in hand. 2 unknowns plus a Bloodstained Mire. Another Blood Gas, that sucks. Alright, well, we're out of cards with things that we know from them. Bolt my Lily, sure. I assume you're attacking Lily. Yep. Down she goes. Land. Land. I've had such a hard time fighting through Hollow One with these decks before. That's a Kitchen Finks. That's okay. They have 1 card in hand, and it's completely unknown. There's no point in blocking. Land, please. Sweet. And I've got basically perfect mana, so I'm just going to go get my Forest. And then cast this Bloodbraid. What do we got? Maelstrom Pulse? That'd be sweet. Assassin's Trophy. Just hit that, I guess. Force them to either use it right now or go get a basic land. They're just going to go get the basic, I assume. Fatal Push that, sure. Adept, yep. Pulse. I think I'm going to attack now. They don't have anything they can do. They might just block. Okay, so now I have to hit the Adept, right? If I hit the Blood Gas, then I force them to fetch to give them back, but then I'm taking 4. Okay, so what's the worst case scenario? They draw Goblin Lore, right? They draw essentially a random off of it, but this thing gets gigantic. It gets 4 power, and then I die. If it's Faithless Looting, I live. They go to 4 if I Maelstrom Pulse these. I don't lose to a top deck Goblin Lore if I hit the Flame Bait Adept, so I should probably hit that, right? Just trying to think of what else they could have. They could have some other big threat, but then I'm not beating that either. And forcing them to fetch by killing the Bloodghasts doesn't do anything, because it only brings them to 4, and my Kitchen Finks can't beat that, or can't do that. So I think I have to point this here. Tassiger, okay. Like I said, I wasn't really beating that anyway. I don't think Lily buys me out of this either. Just make you sacrifice a Bloodghast, yep. Then they're gonna fetch, nope. Because they drew a land. I guess, yeah, it just conserves their life totals. They don't have to fetch. And I die, right? That's just 4. Alright, sweet. Starting it off strong. 1-3, perfect. Okay, well, since that went about as poorly as I thought it was, I'm going to go ahead and end this league for right now. There's no point in playing out the last game. It's not going to give me anything, really. I will jump back in about a couple of minutes or so with another 4-color mid-range deck. And then if that just kind of craps out as well, then we will jump back with a 3rd league tonight, because I'm feeling frisky for that. So I will see you guys in just a bit.